The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. When Jesus came to the region of Caesarea Philippi, he put this question to his disciples: "Who do people say the Son of Man is?" And they said, "Some say he is John the Baptist, some Elijah, others Jeremiah or one of the prophets." "But you," he said, "who do you say I am?" Then Simon Peter spoke up. "You are the Christ," he said, "the Son of the living God." Jesus replied, "Simon, son of Jonah, you are a happy man, because it was not flesh and blood that revealed this to you, but my Father in heaven. So I now say to you, you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of the underworld may never hold out against it. I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth shall be considered bound in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth shall be considered loosed in heaven." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
So I mentioned earlier, today we celebrate the feast of the chair of St. Peter, which is unusual because either we celebrate things about the Lord or we celebrate people, saints. Celebrate a chair sounds like a very strange thing. But when we're celebrating the chair of St. Peter, what are we celebrating? Well, we are celebrating, first of all, the authority of Peter, the teaching authority of Peter, the Pope, the Bishop of Rome. In the cathedral here in Port of Spain, we have the Archbishop's chair. Technical name, as you know, is cathedra, from which the word cathedral comes. Cathedral is the church that holds the cathedra, the chair. That is how important it is. The whole building gets the name of the chair. And the chair symbolizes the Archbishop's teaching authority in this archdiocese. The chair of Peter, the Bishop of Rome, if you wish, therefore, that symbolizes the authority of the Bishop of Rome, whom we also call the Pope, as his teaching authority in the world and over the church. It's not a teaching authority that is taken lightly. Popes don't get up one day and decide, well, we're going to proclaim that my dog is now a saint. Obviously, they don't get up in the morning and proclaim whatever's in their head as truth. It goes through a long process. It has to be agreed upon and so on. So, but we believe that the teaching authority of the Bishop of Rome, or the teaching has authority over the whole world church, just as we listen to the teaching of the Archbishop in this archdiocese. So one thing that the feast symbolizes is that teaching authority. The second thing that the feast tells us is the unity of the church. So here we have a chair of the Archbishop in the cathedral in Port of Spain. There's a chair of the Archbishop in Castries. There's a chair of the Archbishop in Toronto. There's a chair in all the dioceses of the world. And all these chairs, as it were, so the chair of the Bishop of the Archbishop of Port of Spain is united with the chair of the Bishop of Rome. And the chair of the Archbishop of Castries is united with the chair of the Archbishop, with the Bishop of Rome. So all the bishops all are united under, as it were, the chair of the Bishop of Rome. So this feast also celebrates the unity of the church, that we are one church. That this archdiocese can't decide things that the rest of the church hasn't decided, unless they have permission to do so. You know, that the church is one, and we are united under the Bishop of Rome, under, as it were, the chair of St. Peter. So we celebrate today the teaching authority of our bishops, particularly, of course, the Bishop of Rome, and we celebrate the unity of the church, represented by this chair of the Bishop of Rome, that we all the bishops throughout the world united, and therefore all the dioceses of the world united under the chair of St. Peter, the Bishop of Rome.